Hey everyone, it's Shirabella, and today I'm going to talk about how I started modeling in South Korea. To begin with, I did not have any intentions of modeling when I first came out here. It was never on my mind to pursue modeling. When I started to get the opportunity to start modeling in Korea, it was kind of a shock. I didn't think that me, of all people,
little old me,
would be modeling in this country. So I'm gonna tell you about how it started and up until now, and if I'm still modeling and how I got into it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So how did I start modeling? When I first got to South Korea, it was in 2017, and I had deleted my old Instagram because I was trying to leave my old life behind. I had really been going through a lot at that time in my life, and I wanted to start over. I wanted to go someplace where no one knew my name, and I came here in the pursuit of that. I came here originally as an English teacher. While I was working, I created a new Instagram, and I was just gonna chronicle my time in South Korea, and I had no intentions of doing anything important with my Instagram page. But the thing about me is I love taking pictures, and I don't do it because I want to be like an Instagram model or because I think I'm insanely beautiful. I just like doing it, and I've been doing it for as long as I had a phone that has a camera that's good enough to take quality photo. In America, at my old house, I would just go around in certain areas of my house and just take aesthetically pleasing pictures. Well, I thought it was aesthetically pleasing to myself. Not a lot of other people liked it, but I used to like it. When I created my Instagram, I was just posting pictures of myself because I don't know, I just thought it was fun. Okay, who doesn't take pictures of themselves?
Okay, everybody does.
So what I used to do is I used to get these colored paper from the art store, and I would if I had a white background in my apartment, I would put the yellow paper on the wall to get this colorful background, and it almost looked like it was a studio shoot, but it wasn't. It was just me messing around in my apartment.
dropped out of school.
And I guess it looked somewhat good enough to get some attention from people in South Korea. I don't know if I had used tags or not. I might have used tags from South Korea or Black in Korea. I can't remember. If I can find some of the pictures, I'll show you what those pictures look like and if I had used tags or something like that. But I posted that picture, and then all of a sudden in my DMs, I got this brand came into my DM, and it was like, hey, would you like to model for our brand? And I was like, yes, I would like to do that very much, please, thank you. I somehow was able to model for this brand, and I'm going to show some example pictures here so that you can see. The brand name was called Crank. I don't know if anybody knows that brand in Korea, but they're a kind of a streetwear, urban kind of thing. And yeah, I modeled for them. They asked me to have braids in my hair, and I was like, all right, cool. Sounds good to me. I was really happy that they were accepting of my black features. And oh, I'm gonna make a separate video about hair in Korea. That's gonna come up next. But yeah, they were very accepting of my braids and my curly hair texture, so that was really good, and I really appreciated that. After I did that, other brands started reaching out to me as well. But hold up, I'm gonna go back for a little bit, because getting to that Crank shoot was, I don't know how I messed up this bad. So I'm gonna do a little bit of story time here, okay? So for my first photo shoot ever, I was going with my friend. I told her hey, this brand reached out to me. They wanted to do a photo shoot with me. Can you please help me get there? So on the way to the photo shoot, I somehow forgot my phone in my friend's house. I don't know how I did this. I think we were rushing or something. The only way that I had any communication with this person, with the brand, was through Instagram, the Instagram DMs. I didn't have their phone number or anything like that. So when I left my phone, I could not message the brand. And I was supposed to be there at a certain time, and I was like freaking out because like I need to tell them. All we knew was that the shoot was in Seoul. We knew at least that we had to go to Seoul. So we booked the bus to Seoul, and we were trying to figure out how are we going to be able to get in contact with this place, because we need to know where it is. So my friend, she worked so hard, her and this other friend that I had at the time, they worked so hard to try and find a way to get in contact with this brand. I somehow forgot my Instagram password, like it was a mess. The other friend who was still in Jeonju, she ran and got my phone, and she was like, okay, what's the password? How can I get in? And at the time I had a Samsung phone, so you had to do that little, you know, like the dot thing. You know how Samsung has those little dots, the connecty dots to unlock your phone? And I was trying to show her the pattern, but for some reason I did this pattern every single day, but somehow when I was trying to communicate her the password to get into the phone, it was not working. Somehow we got to get in contact with the clothing brand, and I was able to do the shoot, thankfully. And that was my first photo shoot I've ever done with a brand. It just started like snowballing. Eventually other brands, when I posted that first initial shoot, I started getting inquiries from other brands. They hit me up and was like, hey, would you like to do a shoot with us? And I agreed to it. And then there was another brand called Liso, and it was also connected through that friend that I had. I had gone to America for the holidays, and when I came back, they reached out to me and was like, hey, we'd like to do a shoot with you. And yeah, I did a shoot with them as well, and it was pretty cool. And again, I'm gonna have pictures for all of these shoots that I did. And I think there was another brand called Cross Dressly that I also did work with. I tried to branch out and like initiate shoots with brands myself. Like I would try to, like there was this one brand I really wanted to work with, and unfortunately they did not want, I guess I didn't have the look that they wanted for their company, so I got a little bit discouraged with that one and I kind of just gave up. But there was also other issues where I lived in Jeonju, which is about 3 hours away from Seoul, and a lot of the work that I could have potentially been doing was in Seoul. And they would ask me if I had time during the week or something like that, and I obviously couldn't because I was working or something, so I could not take advantage of some of the opportunities in Seoul at the time. There was those things too, but I mean, I'm just really grateful for having the opportunity to have been doing modeling in Korea. I did not come here with that intention. I never came here thinking like, oh, I want to model. I just thought I would come here and teach for a year and then hop on over back to America. I've done also a body painting contest, but I want that to be a separate video on its own, so I'm not going to talk about that one in this video. But that was a cool experience, and I've also been in a fashion show somehow, and I want that also to be a separate video because that was an experience. So those are all of the brands that I have worked with so far in Korea. Even to this day, I still have like a few photographers and stuff reaching out to me and wanting to collaborate and work. So I would say I'm still active, but I also still have a full-time job working in South Korea, so I just do the modeling thing like on the side whenever I have the chance. It's not my top priority at this time. I have been asked like, why don't I get an agency or something like that, but I didn't think that that was plausible for me. But we'll see where things take us, or take me I should say, and maybe that could be a possibility, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. But it'd be cool. if you have any questions about how to start modeling, I would say just post your pictures on Instagram, tag Korea, tag Seoul, wherever you're located, and I'm sure people will reach out to you. That's what happened with me. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.